Orion, aka Brass Balls, bringing you another WDDH Radio Sunday Sermon, Sunday Serving. And it's nothing but that soul flow hip hop that we are exploring together. You, me, us, everybody on the internet right now. And I got somebody that is a legend out of these Miami streets, out of this Dade County area. And it's none other than the person you just heard right there. One of her tracks from her album Levitation, and it was Where You At by Mother Superior. Y'all make some noise. Mother Superior, what's up?
I'm chilling. I'm happy to be with you on What They Do, hip hop, Miami, Dade County 305, Ghouls, Florida. I'm with you.
You know, I didn't know you were from the Ghouls area until I saw you in the chat room for the WVCC Sci Life radio interview with B Dope. And a bunch of these Kendall cats are trying to claim you.
Listen, man, I got to let them know, just like them GPC cigarettes, baby. Ghouls, Perrine, Cutler Ridge, all day long, South Dade.
That's what it is. All right, so I always start with a song that's like early in the person's catalog, something from the vaults and something from the archive. And that being Where You At, number one, with KRS-One. I mean, that one of my top 3 MCs right there. How did that all come to be? How did that come into fruition?
Well, you know, KRS-One is one of my favorite MCs as well. So, I mean, I don't know. I've just always just thought this guy was so lyrical. And then when I finally did get the record deal, I'm going to tell you this story. So, the Carver Center, which, you know, all Miami folks are going to know about this spot right there off of 7th Avenue and 62nd Street, was supposed to have KRS-One performing one night. I don't know what. Can we cuss on here?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. I just don't want to say the wrong thing. Okay, so really, I don't really know exactly what happened, but so we're supposed to be over at the Carver Center. All the shit just started going sideways, and that's when Blue dude from Blue Note, they used to have the radio station, the underground radio station that we all used to go to, freestyle and all of that. We were over there doing a little interview and everything like that with Arturo. So it's like, yeah, the KRS-One show, it got shut down. We got to find somewhere for Chris to perform, this, that, and the third. So now it's like, oh shit, we're going to find somewhere for this dude to come on through and make this shit happen. So, we find like this little place that's in, you know, Miami got a Midtown now. When I come home, I'm like, what the fuck's going on around here? But anyway, that's the sidebar. But the little fashion place or artsy furniture place or whatever, it used to be a little club over there. New dude from over there. We were like, yeah, we are going to move the party to this spot. When I tell you the place was like the size of a bedroom, it was literally about the size of a bedroom. So we all get over there. We get a DJ to come over there and play some music. It might have been Black Snow that night that was spinning that night. But anywho, we're over there. Chris is performing. This shit is packed. We're in there sweating. I am singing every single lyric to every song. And then his wife, G. Simone, was there. And afterwards, I was like, look, I'm getting ready to get a record deal. I need some telephone numbers or something because I got to get a track from Chris. And she was like, no worries. She gave me the number. When I finally did get the deal, then we linked up, paid for 2 tracks. He gave me 1 track for free, went on the road with this dude. You know, he don't like to fly. So, you know, we just drove from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, all the way Southwest, then brought it back Southeast. So that's that whole, the way that whole thing came together.
That is dope. And that's, what year is it? 96, 97?
Nah, it was before that because I mean, the album Levitation that I recorded, that was 96, 97. So that had to be maybe 95.
Wow.
right before I got the deal. So this is way before when we was still tearing up Fifth Street and damn the spot down in Coconut Grove, everything in the city. So yeah, it was before 96, absolutely.
Damn, so that's like MCs act like they don't know. Rappers are in danger, KRS-One era. That's dope.
Yes. Ooh, baby. So yes, that's right.
Off Levitation, another track that I really dig that I was like, damn, should I put the Where You At or should I put this other one? And it's Check the Lyrics. I really dig Check the Lyrics.
Oh man, that is one of my favorites. That is DJ Slice. Slice was with Society at some point, making a lot of beats over there for Loop Records, even some stuff over at Slip and Slide and stuff like that. But that's DJ Slice. He's over in Israel now. I don't think he's ever coming back to the States, but he sent me some beats recently. But yeah, that's one of my favorites too. Because excuse me, it's got so much bass in it. That deep bass that if you was riding in an old school Chevy or a Vert or a Caddy, that would definitely make the trunk rattle. Yeah, I love that track. I love it.
That's what's up. And of course, everybody knows. Like I even have on vinyl. I have the single for Most of All, and everybody knows you from that, of course, because the video directed by Jizza, the beat produced by Redman, and I even caught wind of an interview that you had on Rap City. Who was that interviewer? I think it was Joe Claire was interviewing you. So you were on
Yes.
that, like, I guess when that track popped off in the video and everything on your promo run.
Yes. So yeah, Most of All, that's the Redman track. And yeah, that interview you're talking about, you're right. That was Joe Claire. And I would say, the majority of the people outside of Miami would be like, yeah, that's what they know me from. But, people from the crib,
Yeah.
they know me for something else. They know me for, Rock Bottom. I remember you. Do you remember me? All of those, and just crazy freestyles and being super, shit talking and, acting a
And
fool.
battling.
They
Battling.
would be like, yeah, we know that Mother Superior. But yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
You mentioned I know you, do you remember me? That I've never heard that song, and the first person who brought that to my attention, I had a guest on here, Old Head Ed, who has his own podcast, Bruce Beats and Eats, and I played Rock Bottom on the episode that I had him on. And when we got talking about you and stuff, he was just like, "Yeah, man, I remember she had this dope song, and it was the one that you just named. I remember you. Do you remember me?" He was like, "She would do this crazy dope crowd chant with it when she would perform. That was ill."
Oh, that's so dope. That makes me feel good on the inside. I'm like, hell yeah. So that track is DJ Coupe DeVille. And Coop was my DJ for a minute there. And that was before the record deal and all that stuff too. So yeah, that I remember you track is DJ Coupe DeVille. And it's a song that I remember, being a song that I really enjoyed performing because it's kind of like a little bit of a love song with a little splash of shit talking. But yeah, I like that song.
Well, quick plug I want to drop for you right quick is that the vinyl for Levitation was just recently released by a label, Back to the Source Records. Can you talk a little bit about that and how that all came to fruition to happen again?
Yes, I actually just recently got the copies that they gave to me along with the CDs, and the artwork and the pictures and all of that stuff really came out really really good. Like they did a really really good job. So these cats reached out to me, and overseas is a lot different from here in the States when it comes to hip hop music, and especially the 90s kind of hip hop. They are hardcore connoisseurs of that stuff, and the dude just reached out to me and was like, hey, we want to do a limited whatever, what do you call it when you let people
Limited physical copy run.
Yeah, it's a licensing. That's what it was. A temporary
Okay.
limited licensing, 18 months, whatever. They're going to produce XYZ. They absolutely allowed for some input on, the different artwork and stuff like that. So that was really cool. And, it was just dope that, people are thinking of me, and that really made me feel real good about that. So I was definitely open to doing it. And again, they did like a really, really good job. Like I got, a few of those vinyls for myself and that I kind of promised to some people. I got dudes calling me from Colombia like, hey, my aunt lives in Atlanta. Can you go drop two of them records off? How much is going to be? That kind of deal. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll bring it over to your good auntie. And he's like, and make sure you open one and sign it. I'm like, that is pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, that's what happened with the Back to the Source guys. And I think they're from Switzerland. I think. And the dude was super cool too. And the crazy thing about it is inside that album jacket, there's a picture of my cousin's daughter in there. She last year during this whole pandemic shit OD'd on drugs. This dude who is behind the Back to the Source whole movement, he had a really dope MC friend of his that had the exact same thing happen pretty much at the exact same time. So on the jacket, on the inside of that record is my cousin and his homeboy. So I mean, it's really,
Wow.
yeah, it's really special. It's pretty cool.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yo, that big up to them for doing that. You know what I'm saying? I think you're not alone in Miami dope MCs that have been reached out to. A group that you know for a fact. I know those funky bastards. Chopped Herring is a label that reached out to them, and a lot of people overseas be checking for Miami underground hip hop. And for all of the listeners out there, it's available. So go check it. Go check out Mother Superior stuff. Back to the Source. You're in good company there too, man, because they re-released Pudgy the Fat Bastard, and they re-released Royal Fam. So you're in good company as far as the roster of people that they've done these licensing deals with. Let's move on to the next joint. Now, this isn't from your catalog, this artist, but it's an artist that she is dope. She's doing her thing. She's out there majorly, and she's not from the crib. She ain't from Dade County, but she is from Orlando. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like to shine a little bit of light on some areas outside of our Dade County area. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I've been meaning to play this girl for a minute, and I think you'll dig her style.
Hey, listen, I'm open. I am, a female MC.
My verse
Get play with me
got me
all day.
thinking.
I want to hear it, and I'm all about that. So let's go. Let's get it.